Today we begin the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad-Geeta. The 11th chapter of the Bhagavad-Gita is a critical and crucial chapter. And it's a crucial and critical chapter because it is a chapter where we move from knowledge of Krishna as God to experiential realization of Krishna as God. This is the critical difference. Krishna is not showing this universal form to Arjuna to convince him that he is God. Intellectually, Arjuna already understands this. And not only does he already understand this, he is quite spiritually mature as a result of the earlier revelations in the Bhagavad-Gita. Krishna does this, revealing his universal form to Arjuna, because he is deepening his knowledge and converting it into realization. He is converting Arjuna's intellectual understanding and conviction into experiential understanding and conviction. And when Arjuna asks Krishna to reveal his universal form in this chapter, Arjuna is not asking because he wants to be convinced. He's already convinced. He is asking Krishna to reveal his universal form so that he may deepen his understanding and intimacy with Krishna. For this purpose, the Bhagavad-Gita is coming to the stage where we are talking about the universal form. Now, it's interesting for you to know and realize that Krishna's universal form has not been revealed only now. It's not that it has not been revealed before or it will not be revealed again. It is, in fact, the revelation of the universal form is the final exposition of Krishna as God, of Krishna as described in the Purusha Sukta of the Rig Veda, or the Narayana Sukta, the all-pervading aspect of God. He has revealed this form on 3 separate occasions. The first occasion is in the Udyog Parva, the Sabha Parva, Udyog Parva of the Mahabharata. In this section of the Mahabharata, Lord Krishna arrives as Yudhishthir's Shantidut, the emissary, to negotiate for peace and to avoid the battle of Kurukshetra. People who are unaware often think that Krishna is a warmonger, but Krishna is not a warmonger. Krishna has done everything possible to prevent the war, including personally representing Yudhishthir in the assembly of the Kauravas here in the Udyog Parva of the Kaurava court. And here he tells Duryodhana that please understand that everyone needs to perform their swadharma in order to become spiritually fulfilled. Everyone needs to perform the purpose of their creation if they are to realize their spiritual identity. Yattaha pravritir bhutanam yena sarvamidam tatam swakarmana abhyarchaya siddhim bindati manava. that each person, by performing his God-given duty in a spirit of service to the all-pervading Lord, attains perfection. So he says, these are Kshatriyas, the Pandavas are the Kshatriyas, Krishna tells Duryodhana. So let them perform as Kshatriyas. They need to rule. And if you don't want to return their kingdom and you're unwilling to or unable to do so, Krishna says, at least give each of the Pandavas one village, so they may rule their village as Kshatriyas and attain spiritual self-actualization, so that they may realize their spiritual identity and go back to God. So Duryodhana says, I will not give them as much land as there is on the head of a pin. And so Krishna realizes that there is no point in talking about dharma to these people because they are adharmic to the core. And being adharmic to the core, they will do everything possible to destroy, kill the Pandavas. So Krishna begins to leave. And when Krishna begins to leave the Kauravas' court, at that time, Duryodhana arrogantly, foolishly attempts to bind him and imprison him. In response, Krishna reveals his cosmic form in the assembly hall. He manifests the Vishwarupa Darshan with countless arms, eyes, and mouth, displaying all the worlds, the devas, and cosmic phenomena within his being. And the assembled kings and Kauravas are struck with terror and amazement. This revelation to the Kaurav court served multiple purposes. It established divine authority. Krishna demonstrated he was not merely a human who could be captured or controlled. So it established his divine authority. He warned them of cosmic justice because it served as a stern warning about the consequences of adharma and the inevitable punishment awaiting those who perpetuate injustice. It also revealed Krishna's true identity to those who merely saw him as a political ally or an opponent. And lastly, Krishna emphasized that dharma has divine backing and that cosmic order will be maintained. So this was a cosmic form which you will understand should have terrified them. But not all of the Kauravas were Krishna's devotees. People like Duryodhana, to whom this form was revealed, because they did not have Divya Drishti, because they were not devotees of Krishna, thought this was a conjuring trick. Only Bhishma could see the cosmic universal form. So also Drona and Sanjaya. They could see all of that cosmic form. The rest only saw something that terrified them. Now, in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad-Gita, Krishna gives the most detailed and significant manifestation. Arjun requests to see Krishna's form. The Lord gives him the divine vision. And it reveals to Arjuna that the warriors of both armies are entering into Krishna's mouths, representing their destined deaths. The revelation is profound, spiritual, and philosophical. It shows that it validates Krishna's claim Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum. He's revealing that this is God, this is me. He also teaches Arjun that he knows the past, the present, and the future, but him nobody knows. Vedaham samatitani vartmani cha Arjuna bhutani cha bhavishyani mam tu vedna kaschana. I know the past, I know the present, I know the future of all living entities. But me, Krishna says, nobody knows. So he's revealing what is destiny. And that is already destined. That what is happening in Arjun's life is already destined. Just like what is happening in your life is also destined. And when there is a battle between dharma and adharma, he reveals that time and destiny will devour it all. He also inspires surrender by showing what he is in the Virat Swarup. Krishna reveals the inevitability of what is happening in the world. That everything is happening by God's consent. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it is mentioned, Tena vina tranam api na chalati, not a blade of grass moves without God's consent. And this is revealed through his cosmic universal form. The vision of this cosmic universal form also removes Arjun's illusion completely, absolutely. And it establishes his devotional relationship. You will see in the 11th chapter that Krishna moves from curiosity, asking for the universal form, to wonderment when he starts seeing the universal form, to fear when he sees the destructive aspect of the universal form, and finally to devotion, lastly to surrender. These are the phases that he passes through. And you will see that the universal form is also revealed to him in this manner. It establishes once and for all through experiential realization the devotional relationship between Arjuna and Krishna. Even after this, there is a third time that Krishna reveals his universal form. And this is in the Ashwamedhika Parva of the Mahabharata. Here, Uttanka, a Brahmin sage, approaches Krishna and he complains, why didn't you prevent this Kurukshetra war despite having the power to do so? And he was so angry with Krishna that he threatened to curse him. So here, Krishna revealed the Vishwarupa Darshan, the cosmic universal form, to demonstrate that he is God and to explain the complexities of divine providence, the inevitability of the destruction of adharma. And Uttanka, the sage, saw the entire universe, all time periods and cosmic cycles within Krishna's form. It served many important purposes. It helped him to understand what appears as a limited tragedy from a limited human perspective and seeing the macro picture, the greater cosmic purposes of life and war. He also teaches about karma and the cosmic order, how individual actions, especially those of kings and warriors, fit into larger karmic patterns across many lifetimes. He shows this form to demonstrate compassionate wisdom. Although the sage wants to curse him, he gives him an education, showing that divine inaction in preventing war was actually divine wisdom in allowing karmic justice to unfold. And lastly, by answering his questions with revelation rather than punishment, Krishna honored the tradition of spiritual inquiry in seeking the absolute truth. So the court revelation of the Kaurava court revelation, emphasized Krishna as a cosmic ruler and protector of Dharma. The Kurukshetra vision focused on his nature as a supreme person and object of devotion. To Arjuna, and of course to all of us. The Uttanka revelation highlighted his role as a compassionate teacher who helps devotees understand divine mystery. So we will come back to this later, but we will now go on with the form of the text in the 11th chapter. Arjuna Vacha Mad Anugraya Paramam Guyam Adhyatma Samgnitam Yatvayoktam Vachastena Moho Yam Vigato Mama. I have heard your instructions and confidential spiritual matters, which you have so kindly delivered unto me. And my illusion, Arjun says, is now dispelled. I know that you are God. Bhavapyayao hi bhutanam shrutau vistarasyo maya tvata kamala patraksha mahatmyam api chavyayam. O lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity, as realized through your inexhaustible glories. And O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see here before me your actual position, I yet wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see this cosmic form of yours. Manyase yadi tachakyam maya drashtumiti prabho yogeshwara tato me tvam darshayatmanam avyayam. Only if you think I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master, of all mystic power, then show me that universal self. Arjuna is wise. He says, only if I am able to bear that form, show it to me. Do not reveal to me a form which will be unbearable for me. And now, in the text 5, Krishna begins the process of revealing his universal form. This is the process where Krishna brings about the mood of wonderment in Arjuna. He's simply fascinating him. And he says, behold my opulences, hundreds and thousands of divine forms, multicolored like the sea. Pashyadityam vasum rudran ashwinav marutas bahunya adrishta purvami pashyacharyami bharata. O best of Bharatas, see here, the Adityas, the Rudras, all the Devatas. Behold the many things which no one has ever seen or heard before. Ihaikastam jagat kritsnam pasyadya sa characharam. Mama dehe gudakesha yachanyad drashtum ichhasi. Whatever you wish to see can be seen all at once within this one body. This universal form can show you all that you desire, as well as what you may desire in the future. Everything is here completely. And he also explains to him that natu mam shakyase drashtum ananyeva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshu pashyame yogam aishwaryam. So he says, you can't see me with your present eyes. They're human eyes. They're limited. Your senses are limited. You cannot see as well as an eagle flying in the sky. Therefore, what can you see? Something that lies beyond all material manifestation. Therefore, he says, I give you divine vision, divine eyes, divya chakshu, by which you can behold my mystic opulence. And Sanjay, who's telling this revelation to the blind Dhritarashtra, says, Sanjay uvacha evam uktva tato rajan mahayogeshwaro hari darshayam asaparthaya paramam rupam aishwaryam. O king, speaking thus, the Supreme, the Lord of all mystic power, the Supreme Lord displays his universal form to Arjuna. अनेक वक्त्र नयनम अनेक अद्भुत दर्शनम अनेक दिव्य भरणम अनेक उद्यात युद्धम दिव्य मल्यंबरधरम दिव्य गंधान अनुलेपमम सर्वश्चर्यमयम देवम अनंतम विश्वतोमुखम. And Arjun saw in that universal form unlimited mouths, unlimited eyes. It was all wondrous. This is a stage where Krishna puts Arjun into wonderment. Unlimited mouths, unlimited eyes. The form is decorated with divine, dazzling ornaments and arranged in so many costumes. He is garlanded gloriously, and there were many scents smeared all over his body. All these scents were overwhelming Arjun. All was magnificent, all expanding, unlimited. This was seen by Arjuna. Divi Surya Saharasya Bhaved Yugapad Uttita Yadi Bhasadrisha Sayad Bhasastasya Mahatmanaha. As if hundreds and thousands of suns rose up into the sky all at once, they might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. Tatrekastam Jagat Kritsnam Pravibhaktam Anekadha Apashyad Deva Devasya Sharire Pandavastatha. So Arjun could see that universal form. In it, he saw unlimited expansions of the multiverses, all the expansions of this universe, situated in one place, although divided into many, many, many thousands. Tatha sa vishmayo vishto rishta roma dhananjaya pranamya shiras devam kritanjalir abhyasata. Bewildered, astonished, in complete wonderment, his hair standing on end, Arjun prayed with folded hands, offering obeisances to the Supreme Lord. Arjuna Vacha, the Lord said, Pashyami devans tava deva dehi sarvams tatha bhuta vishesha sangham brahmanam isham kamalasan stam rishimscha sarvan uraganscha divyan. O dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled together in your bodies all the devatas, all the other living entities. I see Brahma seated on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva, and many sages and divine serpents. Aneka bahudara vaktra netram, pashyami tvam sarvato anantarupam, nantam cha madhyam cha punastavadim, pashyami vishveshwara vishwarupa. O Lord of the universe, I see in your universal body many, many forms, many, many bellies, many mouths, eyes expanded without limit. There is no end here, and there is no beginning here, and there is no middle to all of this. Kirtinam, Gadinam, Chakrinam, Cha, Tejo Rasim Sarvato Diptimantam, Pashyami Tvam Durniksham Samantad Diptanalka Dyutam Aprameyam. Your form is decorated with various crowns and clubs and chakras. It is difficult to see because of this glaring, fiery effulgence and light, which is fiery and immeasurable like the sun. Tvaksharam paramam veditvam tvam asya vishwasya param nidhanam tvam avyaya shashvata dharma gopta sanatanastvam purusho matodme. You are the supreme primal object. You are the best in all the universes. You are inexhaustible. You are the oldest. You are the maintainer of all religion, the eternal personality of Godhead. Anadi madhyantam anantam viryam, ananta viryam, ananta bahum shashi surya netram, pashyami tvam dipta hutasya vaktram, swatejasya vishwam, idam tapantam. You are the origin without beginning or end or middle. You have numberless arms, and the sun and the moon are among your unlimited eyes. By your own radiance, you are heating this entire cosmos. Although you are one, you are spread to the skies and the planets and all space between. O Great One, as I behold this terrible form, I see that all planetary systems are perplexed. All the devatas are surrendering and entering into you. They are much afraid with folded arms, folded hands. They are singing the Vedic hymns. The different manifestations of Lord Shiva, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Sadhyas, the Vishwadevas, the Ashwins, the Maruts, the forefathers, the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Asuras, and all the Devatas are beholding you in wonder. O mighty armed one, all the planets with their Devatas are disturbed at seeing your many faces, eyes, arms, and belly, and legs, and your terrible teeth. And as they are disturbed, so am I. Now Krishna has shifted the mood. From wonderment, he is coming to fear because he has revealed his terrible teeth. And he says, so Arjun says, "Oh, all-pervading Vishnu, I cannot maintain my equilibrium. Seeing your radiant colors filling the sky and beholding your eyes and mouths, I become afraid." O Lord of Lords, O refuge of the world, please be gracious to me. I cannot maintain my mental balance seeing your blazing death-like faces and awful teeth. In all directions I am bewildered. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, he's revealing even more fearful aspects of him. All the sons of Dhritarashtra with their allied kings and Bhishma, Drona and Karna, all our soldiers are rushing into your mouth. Their heads are smashed by your fearful teeth. I see some are being crushed between your teeth as well. You're grinding the warriors completely with your mouth and your teeth. As rivers flow into the sea, so I see all these great warriors entering your blazing mouths to perish. I see people rushing with full speed into your mouths, just as moths dash into a blazing fire. O Vishnu, I see you as devouring all people in your flaming mouths and covering the universe with your immeasurable rays. Scorching the worlds, you are manifest as this universal form. O Lord of Lords, so fierce a form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances to you. Please be gracious to me. I do not know what is your mission and I desire to hear of it. And Krishna reveals, Kalosmi lokoshaya krit pravriddho lokan samahartam iha pravritah. Rite pitvam na bhavishyanti sarve ye avishtitah pratyanikeshu yodha. The Lord declared, I am the destroyer of the world, and I have come to engage all people, with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. Therefore, get up and prepare to fight. After conquering your enemies, you will enjoy a flourishing kingdom. All these are already put to death by my arrangement. And you, O Savya Sachin, can only be an instrument in the fight. He reveals the future. Everybody on the battlefield of Kurukshetra is dead, he says, already, but they don't know it. And they will be dead at the end of this war, except for you 5 Pandavas. Therefore, either you are going to kill them or somebody else will kill them. You are only an instrument. Get up, Arjun, get up and fight. Dronam cha Bhishmam cha Jayadratam cha Karnam tathanyami api yodviran. They are already destroyed. Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, they are already destroyed. Maya hatam stvam jahi me vyatishtata. Yudhyavasya jetasi rane sapatnam. Simply fight and you will vanquish your enemies. It's like a director tells the hero that the script has been written. I am directing this movie. You are the hero, but your deeds are already accomplished. Your script is already written. Now just go and do your job. Just go and act it out. That's all. I have already written everything. What is to be done? So I will pause here. The rest we will continue with it the next time. If anyone has any queries, questions, comments, please feel free to ask.
Thank you, Shantaji, for today's wonderful session. My first question is, what lessons can ordinary people learn from Arjun's experience about handling doubt, fear, and surrender in daily life?
As I explained, he's not in doubt when this chapter begins. He has already understood intellectually that Krishna is God. And this is an experiential realization given to him to increase the level of intimacy, faith, and devotion and bring him to final surrender. Sometimes people say, well, Krishna was there on the battlefield. Who is there for me? And Krishna says in the Bhagavad-Geeta, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriday desha arjuna tisthati, Brahmyan sarva bhutani yantrarudani maya. I am seated in your heart, he says, and I am directing you onward towards your destiny. You are merely seated in a machine made of material energy. Tam eva sharanam gaccha sarva bhavena bharata, tat prasadat param shantim sthanam prapshishi shashvatam. So the Lord is in your heart, just like Krishna was on Arjuna's chariot. And he was directing Arjuna onto his destiny, just as the Lord seated in your heart is guiding you onward towards your destiny. You simply need to hear that voice of Krishna in your heart. And you need to drive yourself onward towards your destiny by Krishna. And by surrendering to him, instead of being a backseat driver, do everything in a spirit of devotion and renunciation internally. And fulfill all your duties and obligations externally. And if you do this in remembrance of God and forgetfulness of self, you will experience peace, fulfillment in the final destination.
And, and my next question is, with so many distractions and material desires around us, how can we train ourselves to see God's presence beyond the physical world?
You can train yourself to see God's presence by studying the Bhagavad-Geeta, by chanting the names of Krishna, and by acting in the world in a spirit of devotion and renunciation, performing everything with the idea Om Tat Sat. Everything. Yat karoshi, yad ashnasi, yat juhosi, yad tadasi, yat tapasyasi kaunteya tad karushvam adarpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, whatever you give away, whatever charities, whatever austerities you perform, everything Krishna says, do it for me. And the best way to train your mind to turn to Krishna is in your discretionary time. It should not take up your time when you're working or doing your duties. But when you have discretionary time, chant God's name. Krishna says, Yagnanam Japo Yagnosmi. Of all forms of yajna, I am that chanting of the holy names. In the Brihad Naradiya Puran, it is mentioned, Harer Nam, Harer Nam eva kevalam. Kalau nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gatiranyata. So if you are constantly chanting in your discretionary time, if you are constantly offering everything to Krishna in a spirit of devotion, remembering him and forgetting yourself, you will very quickly be able to focus your mind on him. Every grain of rice, every drop of water that you consume, first offer it to Krishna with love and with devotion. It will train you to develop love. It will train you to develop devotion. Because how many times do you keep eating every day?
Thank you so much, Shantuji, for today's wonderful session on the Bhagavad Gita. To our viewers, thank you for watching, and until next time, stay inspired and stay connected to the divine within. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hari Om, Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Krishna.